Hi everyone. Look what is happening in Libya. I know things are just like they're crazy in Israel and Gaza, but look what's happening in Libya. Okay, 6,000 people are at the border trying to get out. And okay, Libyan forces fire on refugees fleeing Libya. So all the countries have gotten out their people. France got all their people out. The United Nations, the U.S., the Philippines is getting all their people out because one was beheaded and another woman was raped, and they're sending an ambassador, someone over there, to see it through. And this is what they say down here. The Interior Minister said 6,000 people are stuck at the border point. Tunisia fears it could be submerged under a wave of refugees from Libya as it was in 2011 during the revolution that toppled dictator Muammar Gaddafi. Why was he toppled? Do you know why? Well, he told us why in his 2009 UN speech. Absolutely. So Tunisia won't let people go in there. So let me see if I can show you other things I want to show you. All right, back here. No. Clinton. Okay. Now, Gaddafi gave a speech in 2009, and he told the truth for 90 minutes, and he basically without naming names, just said the big countries attacked the little countries. And he revealed a lot of other things. You know, like he suspected that the swine flu was military made. And he talked about people having the rights to free things that people need for living, like health care and housing. So you can see that in his speech of 2009, which is right here. Right here. This is a must. You must see this speech, and it is just amazing. You might have to watch it twice, and it's even 90 minutes long. Can you imagine? But it is well worth it, because he practically explains what is happening all over the world. And if you listen to this speech in 2009, September, then you'll understand why they really got rid of him in just 1 year later. A little more than 1 year later, because he told the truth. Do you think many Americans watched Gaddafi's speech for a whole 90 minutes? Do you think anybody was interested? I doubt it. They believed other people, though. They believed Hillary. Let's see, where is she? Dang it, Hillary, where are you? Here she is. Okay, listen to what she says. It's so horrible.
President and the national security team, and I want to give you an update on the international community's efforts to implement UN Security Council resolutions 1970 and 1973 and protect the civilians of Libya. Events have moved very quickly, so let's be clear about where we stand and how we got here. When the Libyan people sought to realize their democratic aspirations, they were met by extreme violence from their own government. The Libyan people appealed to the world to help stop the brutal attacks on them.
You know this is a lie, right? This is all lies, and the American people bought it. And the rest of the world, I guess. Lies. And she goes on and on. Then we have the NATO guy. His statement. So Hillary was March 2011 and he's August 22nd, 2011, just before they did Gaddafi in. I mean, look at this background. Isn't this like Big Brother? And what about this, you know, this evil, satanic, all you people who study symbols probably know.
The Gaddafi regime is clearly crumbling. The sooner Gaddafi realizes that he cannot win the battle against his own people, the better, so that the Libyan people can be spared further bloodshed and so.
So it wasn't even the Libyan people, it was the rebels that the U.S. and all the partners put in there. And then NATO went in and bombed.
Suffering. The Libyan people have suffered tremendously under Gaddafi's rule for over 4 decades. Now they have a chance for a new beginning. Now is the time for all threats against civilians to stop, as the United Nations Security Council demanded. Now is the time to create a new Libya, a state based on freedom, not fear, democracy, not dictatorship, the will of the many, not the whims of a few.
Okay, it's all lies. Do you understand, everyone? It just is so sad to me. I mean, I've always felt really bad about this. Look what it has descended into. Then, just wanted to show you this. Okay, the NATO statement. Here's a written statement by NATO, and this was August 21st, 2011. Same story as what this guy just said. Oh, I think this is his speech. And then at the end, you know, it's just all that, you know, because the future of Libya belongs to the Libyan people and it's for the international community to assist them, with the United Nations and the contact group playing a leading role. NATO wants the Libyan people to be able to decide their future in freedom and in peace. You know, they took all his gold, and also he was in the way of them getting all the other resources in Africa because he wanted a United States of Africa. Today they can start building their future. Well, that's nice. Yes, they can, and here they are. With the help of the rebels that the U.S. has funded, so 6,000 people are trying to escape and they can't even get out. Oh no. Okay, so here are here's you just pick anything, you know, and you can find it. NATO war crimes in Libya.
We are dropping bombs on crowded cities at night where old people and children are sleeping. And we're watching it on CNN. And the only voice that's spoken up at all in this campaign about this is Ron Paul. Why are we so interventionist, he wants to know? What are we doing with all these wars? How are we safer? These are very common sense observations, and no other candidate can possibly speak those words. It would be...
Well, I don't know. He's part of it too, right? Okay, now, who was involved? You know this guy. This guy is a French philosopher, political science writer, whatever. He had a big influence on getting this Libya disaster happening, and I really can't stand this guy. He wears his shirts like this and the collar up and everything, and this has been his style for a long time. But look, what is he doing there? He's very pro-Israeli, and whatever that means. Okay, here he is in his younger days with his open shirt. People who love war and look like this make me just want to throw up. Horrible. See, look, you know, look, he's so proud of himself for overthrowing a government, a person who kept a country intact. He looks like the devil right here, and here he is with his UFO hairdo. Evil man. Ugh. And here's his name right here. So don't friend him on Facebook. All right. Got that. Got that. Okay, this is a great documentary on the rise and fall of Muammar Gaddafi. I watched it today, 1 hour and 30 minutes, so that's a long time too, but it's very good, and they do try to be objective as what they say right here. Come to your own conclusions, make up your own minds, but it's very good. So this all relates to the other things that are happening in the world, and how their laughter and their lies about it's all for the good of the living people, and we have to go in and protect them so they can have peace and make up their own country and have democracy. This is all lies, lies, lies. And if you watch this, Semantics by Critical Productions, it's really good. The Rise and Fall of Muammar Gaddafi. And his speech, this one right here, this is a good one right here, because it has the translator who is Arabic speaking also. So you can tell the translator struggles sometimes, but this is educational to watch it. I'm not delusional about Gaddafi, but he was demonized. And maybe he went a little bit wacky in his older years with his clothes and everything, but those clothes were giving to him, those outfits, those were given to him by other African countries in the African continent, because they gave them to him as gifts and he wore them. That's the kind of person he was, I gather. Anyway, the reason I want people to watch this, or I encourage people to watch this, is because you're going to learn a lot on the world perspective. So there's that, and there's this, semantics. I put them in the description box, so when you have some extra hours on your hands, you can get some popcorn and watch them. So, and how it all fits into the end times is that you'll be able to see how evil these people operate, their ways of operating, how evil they are. And you will see how Gaddafi called them on it in a 90-minute speech, and right after that they were on his tail and he was out, and they lied to everyone and people ate it up. And now people don't even want to believe it, because it's like Mark Twain said, it's easier to trick people than to convince them they have been tricked. So that could be the same as lied to. Anyway, this is a good title, Semantics, The Rise and Fall of Muammar Gaddafi. Hope you watch it. God bless you all with the truth that brings you closer to God and blessed. Bye for now.